What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk to you guys about something that I feel like needs to be talked about, right? Because I'm sure that you've all seen this clip of Jokered unsubbing from WoW and basically protesting the game until Classic Plus launches. If you haven't seen the clip, here it is.
You know what? I'm protesting. I'm alt-4ing. I am canceling my WoW subscription right now. This is not okay, bro. Until there is a good version of WoW to play, I will cancel my subscription. Because what am I doing? I'm being a massive hypocrite here, logged into this game, when there's a more interesting version of WoW to play that I can't even stream, by the way. Alright, and I would love to stream it. And I'm sitting here waiting for BlizzCon for them to announce something cool. But BlizzCon is still not here yet. It's still 2 months away. What am I supposed to do for 2 months? Sit here and play a version of WoW that is less interesting than what they're gonna announce and what's currently available in this massive... I feel like I'm a massive hypocrite for doing that. So I'm gonna uninstall. Sorry guys, I can't do this. I feel like my human nature does not allow me to be logged into World of Warcraft right now because I know it's not the version of WoW I want to be playing. There's another version I want to play that I can't stream, sadly, and then there's a version they're gonna announce hopefully at BlizzCon, but it's not currently available. So I'm just going to not play the game instead of playing the game and being miserable about playing the game. That's it. That's it, bro. That's how I feel about the situation. I'm sorry if you disagree with me, but I'm just being 100% real right now. This is exactly how I feel about it.
Now, why did Joker do that? Well, it's pretty understandable, right? There's a lot of stuff going on right now. A lot of people saw the Ascension, WoW, the private server, trailer for their newest, biggest thing. And there's a lot of people playing over there and all of that. And it looks juicy and fun. And there's just tons of new stuff. So I completely get the frustration. But I want to talk to you guys today about basically what I think the state of this game is. Because the state of the game is completely different depending on who you are, right? And there's going to be two sides to this, right? There's actual, just gamers, just players playing the game. And then there's the content creation side, right? The streamers, the YouTubers, all of that stuff. I fit more into the YouTuber side. I do stream, but I'm not a big streamer. I'm much bigger on YouTube. And there's those two sides. And then within those two sides, there is like subdivisions, right? As for the players, you have like your casual players, like your hyper casual players, your mid-tier players, then your super sweats, right? Now, I personally believe that what Joker did makes a lot of sense coming from his perspective, coming from his side. As a content creator that focuses mainly on classic WoW, let's be real, there's really nothing interesting to make content on right now. And I'll be honest, nothing even really fun to do. Even if you're playing the Burning Crusade, there's nothing fun to do in TVC outside of Raid Night or Arena if you're a PvP player. Season Discovery, again, it's a fun community event going on right now, but it's another thing that we've already done, we've already seen. There's nothing new there to make content on. Classic Era, we've done that a million times as well. Mist of Pandaria, it's end of life, and there's literally no comms as to whether it's moving towards Warlords of Draenor or if those characters are getting the axe after BlizzCon. Nobody knows. So as a World of Warcraft content creator right now, what he did makes complete sense. There is nothing interesting and nothing fun to really do right now, especially if you've spent the last 6 years playing Classic 7 days a week, all the time. You've done everything, right? I mean, you really have. Then there's the player side, right? Let's start with the hyper-casual player. The hyper-casual player can really enjoy any version of WoW. Whatever's going on with the hype or what's to come doesn't really matter to them. They just play for a couple hours a day, leveling their characters. Most hyper-casual players never even hit cap level, so it's not a real issue for them when an expansion is ending or this or that. They just have fun going through the world, and it makes sense for them to enjoy the game that way. The mid-tier player, I think, is in a kind of a weird spot. I would consider myself in the mid-tier, where like I've kind of done everything. I am raid logging the Burning Crusade. I have no real interest in going and doing the Season of Discovery community event with BlizzCon so close, and Mist of Pandaria, it's end of life. I'm not going to really go do anything over there. Maybe if I knew it was going to Warlords of Draenor, maybe I would go play MoP a little bit, but that's where my perspective's at. And then the sweatiest players, obviously they're raid logging, doing splits still on TBC, MoP, whatever it is. So they're going to continue playing the game. But I think personally, from my standpoint, I think the game, it's in a I wouldn't say a bad spot. I don't want to say it's in a rough spot. I would say it's in a very stale state right now. Is if I had to describe the state of Classic WoW, it's in a very stale state. And Blizzard knows this. They're not stupid. They know that, and it just so happens that we have to wait till BlizzCon to see what they announce. If they're going to announce Classic Plus or Camelot, if they're going to announce Warlords of Draenor, what's the plans for like progressive rotating fresh realms from vanilla through Wrath? Is TBC moving to Wrath? There's a lot of things up in the air right now, and it makes playing an MMO very hard. It makes logging into the game, investing your time, investing your hours into the game very hard when the future is uncertain, because MMOs are a massive time sink. We all know this, right? They're a mega time sink. So without knowing at least the next 12-month, plan for the game that you're investing time in, it becomes rough, and it creates frustration. It creates burnout. And I do think we're just in that really tough spot right now where we have to wait till BlizzCon to get any news. Now, like, we know they're not going to announce anything with BlizzCon literally 2 months away at this point, like to the day almost, right? We're like 62, 63 days away from BlizzCon. So they're not going to announce anything new right now. So that adds to that frustration. And I'll be completely transparent with you guys, even myself as a creator. I've really struggled the last month or two, since TBC's like honeymoon phase has kind of died down. I'm just raid logging. But myself personally, I like to play other games, right? I'm a big Rust fan. I was a big Tarkov fan as well. I'm testing out new games, played RuneScape Dragon Wilds. I'm messing around with the Pal World 1.0 update. I'm using this time to kind of enjoy myself and just play other things. But the difference is Joker is a way, way, way bigger, streamer, and he is a classic WoW streamer. So his frustration to me is completely justified. If I was in his position, I'd feel the exact same way, to be honest. We've been waiting for so long at this point to get something interesting since SOD ended that it is creating a massive amount of burnout. And I personally think that ending SOD, SOD ending should have moved into Classic Plus, in my opinion. Not like your characters went over to Classic Plus, but like the end of SOD should have been the beginning of Classic Plus, because to go from something new and fun like Season of Discovery to then replaying vanilla and then TBC again, it just felt bad to a lot of people. Not to everybody, but to most people it did. But again, this isn't like a doomer video. I don't think Classic WoW is in a terrible state. I mean, if we pull up the numbers, like I could literally show you guys right now. Let's pull them up. I mean, TBC still has 280,000 raid logs. Yes, it's declining, but that's normal for any WoW expansion. Classic Plus will be the exact same thing. MOP still has 55,000 raid logs every week. Classic Era's at 16,000. SOD moved up to 6,000. So right there, you have almost 400,000 people just raid logging these versions of the game. This doesn't include hardcore, although it's probably a way smaller number. Maybe 1,000, 2,000. I mean, you have people still playing and enjoying the game. And this is just raid logs, right? This isn't people just leveling characters and all that kind of stuff. So there is still a massive population of people enjoying the game. So I wouldn't say that the game is dead or dying or whatever. It's in its natural stale state when you're in between expansions, when you're in between hype windows. This is how World of Warcraft has always functioned. I've been playing WoW since 2004, so this is nothing new. It's nothing to be alarmed about. It is the standard when it comes to WoW. It ebbs and flows, and it's really high highs and really low lows. And right now, I wouldn't even say that it's at a really low low. I think it's just at its middle stale ground for Classic WoW. And it's completely normal. I love when these people stop and just watch me walking when I'm making these videos. This was rough when I was on Night Slayer, because I would have to PvP while I was making my videos. But anyway, I think that, if you're worried about the state of the game, I wouldn't worry. I think that, we got to just make it to BlizzCon. We're 2 months out. We got to just get there. If you're feeling burnt out, if you're feeling tired, there's nothing wrong. Don't feel guilty to just take a break from WoW and go play some other games and do whatever it is that you want to do. I do it, and I literally play this game for a living. I make WoW content full time, and I stream WoW and all this stuff, and I still go play other games because you know what? There's no sense if you are miserable logging into the game, or you're burnt out, or you're bored. Logging into the game is not going to fix that. It's actually going to worsen the problem. So I wouldn't worry. I've seen a lot of people worrying about the state of WoW since Joker's quit. His quit is completely justified. I completely understand why he did it from his standpoint. But if you personally still are enjoying the game, keep playing. And if you're not and you feel exactly like him, go ahead and unsub. Unsub until something comes out that you want to sub for, right? It's your money. It's your subscription that you're paying for. At the end of the day, it's supposed to be a video game. And if you're not having fun, go do something else. You know what I mean? Like, that is something that I think a lot of WoW players actually struggle with. They force themselves to play. Me personally, I enjoy raiding, right? I don't really want to do anything else in TVC at this point. I do look forward to my raid now with Mr. Slesh, the best GM on Dream Scythe, by the way. Shout out to my boy. But yeah, I enjoy that. I'm going to keep doing that probably until Classic Plus launches. I'll be honest, if Classic Plus does launch in September, I will not finish TBC. I will quit on the spot and be doing that. So, hey, here we go. Look at this. We got another one. But anyways, yeah, guys, I just wanted to talk about that. I want to get your thoughts and opinions. Drop them in the comments down below. Follow me over on Twitch, twitch.tv/HammerDance, and subscribe to the channel if you guys love Classic WoW just as much as me. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching and listening in. I'll see you all in the next one.